Hey, good morning. It's Lisa here. I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to show up live. Hopefully we get a couple of you that are able to join me. I'm going to just share it in the group really quick. Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. It's really hot in Southern California. We've had hot falls and winters, but it's like really hot this week. On Monday at 5 o'clock p.m. it was 103 degrees still. It's so crazy. Okay, just give me one sec. If you're joining me live, say hi. Let me know you're here. I'm going to have to bribe Avery because she's chit-chatting back there. Okay. All right, cool. So just as you're coming on live, or if you're watching the replay, say hi and let me know who you are, where you're from, and I'd like you to put a 1 in the comments if you are a social media rock star already, and put a 2 if you want to be a social media rock star, meaning, so a social media rock star is what I'm calling an entrepreneur who wants to use social media to grow their business, be authentic, share their message, and get clients. So that's what I'm considering to be a social media rock star. So put a 1 if that's already where you're at, and put a 2 if that's what you want to be or where you want to be at. Today I'm going to go over 3 things with you. I'm going to talk to you about why you need to be on social media to grow your business, why it matters. I specifically talk the most and coach the most about Facebook and Instagram, so that's what I'm going to be talking about more, but depending on who your audience is, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and maybe even Twitter might be better options for you, so be open to that. We're also going to talk about where you should be showing up and why that's important, and then I'm going to talk to you also about how to grow authentically. So again, if you are watching, remember to pop in those 1s and 2s. 1 for I am a social media rock star, and 2 if you want to be a social media rock star. Hey Avery, here. Come and sit down. Great, gotta bribe the child so she goes to sit down. So I can talk with you. Okay, babe, I'm on a phone call, okay? All right, so let's dive in, my friends. So why do you need to be on social media to grow your business? Why does it matter? Well, if you haven't heard, social media is hot right now. It's such a big part of who we are now, and I know there's a lot of different opinions around it, but regardless of what you think social media does or doesn't do for business, it can be such a game changer. So really quick, I'm going to talk about Facebook and Instagram. So Facebook has more than 100 million people that use it every month. 40 million active small business pages are on Facebook. 40 million. So do you have a business page for your business? I know engagement gets kind of hard on Facebook pages. Mine's kind of new and I'm trying to grow it right now, but I have one and I am growing it. So it's important to have one and to be a part of that 40 million and then to utilize it the right way so it does help you grow. For Instagram, there's 700 million Instagram users, and that's active monthly Instagram users. That's a ton of people that you can be connecting with, even if it's just a fraction of that, right? Like that's a lot of people. And the newest fad that Instagram is, really good for and known for is their Insta stories or Instagram stories. 250 million daily active users on stories. I've been using them a lot lately. I just started adding Facebook stories to that yesterday, so So yeah, I'm loving it. I think it does help grow, and in an authentic way and in a very fun way too, which is, for me personally, that's an important part of my business, is that I'm having fun and interacting with my audience. So I love Instagram stories, and I think I'm gonna like Facebook stories too. But either way, I hope you see, with all of those daily active and monthly active users on Facebook and Instagram, you have to show up there. You have to stand out. And again, these are my 2 platforms of choice. I'm happy to help you find the stats for your favorite social media platforms. But if Instagram and Facebook are your thing too, then listen, pay attention, because this is important for you. And deciding where you want to show up really matters on who your ideal client is. So if you don't know that already, I do have a client clarity form that I'm going to be sharing in my Dream Life Society group pretty soon, and I share a lot of freebies and goodies like that with my group only. So join me there if you want to get that soon. But depending on who your ideal client is and where they hang out, that's where you should be showing up, right? So like I said, Facebook, Instagram, that's my thing. But if you have more professionals that you go after, LinkedIn might be where you want to be. Or if your audience are moms, you know that we're hanging out on Pinterest a lot. So you might want to really get active there and grow your Pinterest following and your Pinterest account. So pay attention to that. I suggest, if you haven't started social media, hey babe, sorry, hang on a sec. I'm on a phone call, okay? If you haven't started your social media platforms yet, or you're kind of new, start with one. Really get good at one platform, study it, try different things, and be consistent there. You can always take those same posts and post it on the other platforms. Cross-posting is really good, but master the heck out of one platform and really grow it and get really good at it. And again, easily share that same content for more visibility on the other platforms, so you can kind of slowly grow those in the background, but really just focus on one so you don't get overwhelmed. And, like, the biggest thing is to be consistent, because if you're not showing up regularly, if you're kind of off, then you're on again. It's like nobody knows when to expect you. Nobody knows that they can trust that you're going to be there for them, that you're going to share with them on a regular basis. So being consistent is really important. I would say a minimum of once a day, show up, but be consistent. And then, so next week, here's a little sneak peek or teaser in my business. Next week, I'm going to do a series on my 5 top tips. It's called my 5 C's of what? Of standing out on social media. So if you want to stand out more on social media, pay attention to that. It's coming next week. I'm going to do a 5-day series on that, and consistency is definitely going to be in the conversation. So join me there. And the last thing that I want to talk about is how you can grow your social media platform authentically. That's huge to me. Like, I love visibility. I love really getting out there, sharing your message and all that. But authentic visibility is really what's important to me, because I want people to really stand out for who they are and what they believe in, and stay true to that. Like, that's most important to me. So again, part of that's being consistent, posting relevant content, obviously, like make it match your business topics, your main business topics, and keep it together. But the authentic part also comes through in your stories. Share things that you go through, even on a personal level, where your journey has taken you, how you got from point A to point B. Like, those kinds of stories really connect you to your audience, and that's huge for growing and letting them know you're a real person and that you can relate to them. Like, that's really important. So post behind the scenes pictures and videos. Share your hobbies, things that interest you. Maybe you love to work out and you show your setup in the morning, or maybe you love to cook or bake, show show a little bit of that. You know, just get personal. Like, don't be afraid to show your kids in the background. I mean, my kids are a big part of my life, and a big reason why I even do business the way that I do. So they're a big part of my Instagram and Facebook life. Like, I show up because this is who I am, and I want you to really see that I'm a real person. I go through life just like you do, and you know, just really bringing it home though is like every piece of content, it should have a purpose. So you're either teaching, you're sharing information, you are inspiring or motivating, maybe you're selling. Like, either way, you're giving value and it has a purpose. You're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall. I did that for a long time and it just doesn't work. It doesn't feel good. And you know, your audience will see that. They'll see that you don't have a plan. You're not, you know, your strategy is not there. It's non-existent. So that's all like really important to me. So again, recapping really quick, why you need to be on social media to grow your business is because social media is totally growing right now. I mean, it has been, obviously. Video is huge right now. So important that you're getting on video, whether it's live or not, you know, just video in general. And we're just at the brink of it. Like, we still have lots of breakthroughs coming and more that we're going to be able to do. So jump on now and get visible now. Make your name now. Like, take that position as the leader and the expert now, and do it this way with visibility. Show up where your ideal clients are, and remember, you have to know that like the back of your hand. I know that so many coaches and people tell you, like, you know, who's your ideal client, who's your target audience. Like, you do, you know, worksheet after worksheet and questions after questions, and sometimes it gets a little tiring, like, why am I even doing this? But it's important. So I regularly check in with myself on who my ideal client is, and I'm kind of getting to know them better and better, because that's how I get to grow, and that's how I get to work better with people and share the information that they want. So it's so important that you show up where they are. And then growing authentically is just really being yourself and sharing your story, sharing your journey. Somebody, I was listening to somebody speak about Instagram, and she was saying how it's like your Instagram is just like the story of your life, or the story of your business, or the story of motherhood. It's just this big story, and every single post needs to be a piece of that story. So that was a really cool thing that I learned yesterday from her. And I agree. I think that sharing your story is so important. And anyways, that's it for today. So I'd love for you to tell me what your favorite social media platform is. You know, just type it right in the comments. Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever it is. You know, let me know. I'd love to see where you're hanging out. And come follow me on Instagram. That's my favorite platform. I mean, Facebook is great, especially for business, and I have a really good tribe here. But Instagram, I have a lot more fun, and I do a lot more stories, and I don't know, I like Instagram. I'd love for you to join me over there and follow my story. So I'll post my link in the comments below, and just let me know also what your favorite platforms are and where you hang out online. If you love this video, thumbs up, give me those hearts. Hearts are my favorite. And share it out, because I think a lot of people know social media is important. Maybe they use it, but maybe their strategy is not really there. And that's one of my favorite things, which is how to build that strategy, how to have a plan of action, how to not get overwhelmed, and that way you show up consistently and you just get more visible in a very authentic way. So yeah, like, share, and let me know what you think. And also let me know if you have questions. I come back and I look at all of the comments, and I answer them, and I let you know I'm here. So please share your comments with me, and I will check in with them later. Have a great Wednesday, everyone. Talk to you soon.